Hi, I'm John O'Hersey and welcome to our first episode of Single Site Series Taste Then Drink. Over the next 6 weeks we are going to look at 6 single sites throughout Burgundy, not necessarily Premier Cru, but also down in the village level as well. Now we're kicking off the series with the 2017 Domaine Buisson Charles Pommard on Mareau. Now Pommard makes incredibly structured wines. Over the last 2,000 years, Pommard has been incredibly popular because it creates very sort of dense wines. Now, back when wine merchants used to sell wine straight from the cask on the back of their horse and cart, it was incredibly important because there'd be a lot of ullage and therefore a lot of oxygen in contact with the wine. So a denser wine like Pommard would last longer than, say, a more delicate and perfumed wine like Volnay, its southern neighbour. Now, this particular Ludi is in the Avant Dune stream, which is a prehistoric stream which would come from the highland into the Jurassic Sea. Now, a comb is created by a stream, as we said, but what it does is it brings cool air down through into the vines. Now, these combs are throughout Burgundy, and the reason they are particularly important is they aid in cool air coming through and drying out the grapes, therefore reducing the risk for disease, botrytis. Now, what it also does is it produces wines of particular perfume. Now, the other thing that a comb or a stream like the Avant Dune does is it brings down fertile soil onto the flats. So if we look at Pommard, here's Beaune, here's Volnay, here's Mareau. The Avant Dune comes down through like that and it pans out with silty fertile soil. Now, it also has a high level of clay, which makes big structured wines. Now, because it's cut through, the stream is cut through that particular slope, there is a high level of limestone where on Mareau is. Now, what that does is it makes a more mineral and high-toned wine. So we've got the cooler breeze, and then we've got the high limestone content soil. So, if we have a taste, a smell, sorry, let's start with the nose. Many Pommards will have a very much a black fruit, dark black cherries, and overwhelmingly so, maybe without the lift of, say, Volnay. Now, because this is on a higher content of limestone and it gets the cooler breeze, it still has all those sort of Pommard characters of black cherry, curse cherry, sort of medicinal notes, plum, cassis, but it also has some high mineral sort of tension and red fruits, just a bit of a lift. Now on the palate, again, there's no mistaking it's Pommard, but in an incredibly different way. The skeletal structure is still there, and there's some underlying sort of, sort of darker sort of medicinal cherries, and a little bit of plum. But there's also this huge amount of mineral tension and a much finer structure, less granular, more mineral. A lot more sort of red fruits timed with the darker fruits. The mineral tension sort of gives it drive. This will go beautifully with, say, lamb or a kangaroo backstrap. Of course, duck, and quite a gamey duck. It could handle a little bit of sweetness in the sauce, but not too much. I'll be more inclined to go something with a bit more sort of Asian spice. The Asian spice would actually lift the aromatics beautifully. Now, the 2017 Domaine Buisson Charles Pommard on Mareau is a beautiful example of what Pommard can be. So, enjoy your glass or bottle, and I look forward to next week. Great, thank you, bye.